Rod MacBeth and the Tri-City Morning Show.
Tri-City Radio 98.7 CKPM FM. As Jerry Doucette, Mama Let Him Play. Mayor Mike Clay, Port Moody is here. Mayor John McEwen from Anmore is here. Mike, you just had that song running through your head. We thought we'd play it for you this morning.
Yeah, I had a weird encounter in work life with Jerry Doucette years ago. So always loved the song, and local guy, good to hear.
Yeah, nice. So this is kind of cool. The Innovative Fitness Challenge happens on Sunday, September 11th in Rocky Point. Now, usually when we talk about the Tri-City mayors, it's the three amigos. Mayor Mike Clay from Port Moody, Mayor Richard Stewart from Coquitlam, Mayor Greg Moore from Port Coquitlam. And then it's always been the other guy, because you've never included him in anything except for the Share Gala.
No,
that's the only time John has been around is the Share Gala. Other than that, it's like, don't talk to him.
We invite him everywhere. He can't get through the border all the time.
The border. It's funny, and it's kind of nice to see you here, John, because we got to come up with a new nickname, and I think Dave Sheldon, our afternoon drive guy, came up with it. You're now called the Four Horsemen.
I think it'll be pretty evident when I'm carrying the team through the Adventure Challenge.
Well, you're semi-fit, so do you have a workout regime that you do?
Semi-fit.
Still play basketball.
Yeah, of course. Well, you're 8 feet tall. So,
so I try to. I have, as I've said with some of the other mayors, it's tough when you're in political life to keep the balance. So this has been a good kick in the butt to get back into it.
It is, because both of you being mayors, I mean, you're on call 24/7, even though you don't want to be. The public says, well, you're the mayor, so they look at you, so your life is all over the place.
Absolutely. You know, you're especially in a smaller community like mine, you're dealing with all sorts of things that most mayors wouldn't be dealing with. So
yeah, and you have how many people in your riding out there?
I think we have about 2,300.
That's growing a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the development pressure that's on Anmore right now is incredible.
It is, and we're going to get to why you're here in just a bit, but I'd like to talk. I'm going to invite you back to talk about Anmore, because there's one way in, well, two ways in, actually, and it's tough to get there, but it's such a beautiful drive when you go up Ioko and then up and around into Sunnyside and that, and you guys have a beautiful piece of the world out there.
We sure do, and you know, with the lakes, Bunsen Lake now, it's on the weekends when the weather's nice. It's closed down at 10 o'clock because of the capacity. It is. We are a little gem out in Anmore, and it's certainly becoming well known. It
is indeed. Now, you got to get to Anmore, you've got to go through Port Moody, another beautiful place here. And what's the population in Port Moody now, Mayor Mike Clay?
We're somewhere around 35,000.
And that's growing again. Not as big as some of the other ones, but we're still increasing our capacity here too, aren't we?
Yeah, our growth has slowed down a lot over the last few years, but 2006, 2011, in the last censuses, we were one of the fastest growing communities in Canada. Certainly the fastest growing in BC. So yeah, we've changed.
And it's nice because we have a definite different kind of a lifestyle and attitude here. I equate it kind of like the North Shore, the West Van, the North Van kind of thing. Our own little community. Everybody's pretty cool, and it's just a beautiful place to live.
Yeah, lots of outdoor activities, the mountains, the water, I think that's why we have events like the Innovative Fitness Challenge. It's this is the place. If you looked around the Lower Mainland and said, where would we do an event like this? Port Moody, Anmore, this is the area that I think you would choose.
Well, yeah, because there's other parts of the Lower Mainland that you'd have to wear a bulletproof vest, and you'd be scared somebody would steal your bike and that. So we're pretty good here, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So the Innovative Fitness Challenge happens on Sunday, September 11th at Rocky Point Park. Now, you actually, the four mayors, have been working out at Innovative Fitness, and how's that been going for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't tell me that I was looking semi-fit, so it's not going all that well.
I asked you if it looks like you lost a few inches.
I think I'm blowing open the sleeves of my shirt here. I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting closer to 50 every day, and it gets tough when you get, and as John said, in this job, I think I've put on probably, I don't think it's a secret, 40, 50 pounds over the last 5 or 6 years, and it's... Yeah, it's tough because, there's always a reason, there's always something interrupting you, there's always a reason you can't get to the gym and then there's always a meal in front of you that's, too hard to turn down and full of carbs, and I think that's the great thing, I think, about the innovative process, and there's others, as well. I know if people have their favorite gym, I get it, but the innovative idea of, they really work with you and what works for you. So we've been going as a group, and they've been tailoring stuff. John and Greg are a lot bigger than Richard and I, and probably stronger. But they've really been tailoring it to us and what works for us. So while we're working out together, we can kind of do things at our own pace as well. And I don't think I've lost any pounds or inches, but gosh, I feel better.
But you do look like you're slimmer, because last time I saw you, I think, was for the relay for life. No, not the relay. The other one we did, the dash for cancer, dash for a cure, I think it was. And maybe it was your winter clothes, your hibernation clothes. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been. I thought you were going to say last time you saw me was at some food eating event. That's more likely.
I think it was Ribfest.
Exactly. So, John, you're dealing with Chris over at Innovative Fitness, and how do you like doing the routine thing?
You know, having a bit of experience with doing this sort of the training through my basketball career, it's we haven't even really lifted weights. It's more just working on our agility, core, and things that you lose as you get older. You know, it's I'm over 50, so it's tough. But it like Mike says, we are quite often being put through, dinner meetings, and lunch meetings where we're having to take care of our respective municipalities' business, and so it does get tough, and finding the time with our own personal lives as well. So this has been a great, like I said before, a great initiative, and also hanging out with a great bunch of guys and getting to know them as we're working out together.
Well, yeah, because you cracked the code, buddy. You're there. The three amigos are now the four horsemen. So, I mean, I felt bad for you. And now it's that guy in Belcara, the what's his name? Ralph Drew.
Drew, right.
Yeah. It's, now we're going to have to get the fifth guy in there. So he'll be the fifth wheel.
Ralph's busy writing books all the time. That's he writes these 600-page books, so we know he's busy.
He's pretty much resigned.
He is. So the Innovative Fitness Challenge is something you bike, you kayak, and you run. Any one of you guys running?
No.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna do the probably walk run routine. I'm 6-7 years ago I could have done this run, I think, no problem. Right now, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be a challenge. I'm looking forward to the kayaking, and I looked at the bike route last night. It's a really interesting route, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm not in running shape right now, so that's going to be interesting. Greg is out running every morning, I think, so he's doing real well with the running. So maybe he can carry me. He's a pretty big guy.
That's good. And your official photographer, Richard Stewart, he's not going to do much except take pictures, I guess.
He'll probably have a GoPro strapped on his head.
Around. Exactly. Well, he's got the electric bike too,
First person viewing of Richard Stewart when he wipes out is pretty cool. So he puts the GoPro on his head and then wipes out his bike. That'll be something to watch.
So the charities here, we've got two of them. The I Am Someone, put an end to bullying, and the other one is Sport for Life. Sport for Life is kind of cool. That teaches kids that it just sort of gets them in the thought and the frame of mind to be active, because schools have sort of canceled PE and that, and now it's getting them into that. And then the I Am Someone, put an end to bullying. That is another great initiative.
Absolutely. It's I participate in the Tri-Cities in regards to coaching kids in basketball, so I'm a big proponent of getting the kids out, getting them off of the screen, so to speak, and get out there, kind of like what we did as kids.
Yeah, exactly, out there. And I've got a 10-year-old that's almost 10 that's extremely active, so he'll be coming to you for basketball lessons, I think.
Good.
So you two are kicking off the things with the kayaking.
Yeah, I had to start. I guess the kayaking starts about 7 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Yeah,
and I think we're going over from Rocky Point over to the Ioko Boat Club and back, and then I have to leave. I've got our Anmore Community Days are on September 11th.
Right, John has somewhere else he has to go.
So
how come we've never heard of the Anmore Community Days until this morning?
I have just made them up. We're going to make sure that it gets
They just started it this year on September 11th. What a coincidence! Yeah.
That's great. This is going to be fun. So I am so looking forward to you guys, because we're lucky to have the mayors like you. You all seem to get along, and you're not too serious. You're happy, you're laughing, and I think this will be a great event for you guys.
If we make it, hopefully.
I think Rod, the idea of what Innovative is doing here, like Sport for Life does, this isn't about whether you win it or whether you break a world record time. This is getting outside, enjoying what we have here in our natural surroundings, and trying to stay healthy and trying to encourage people. So there's a lot of people. I know last year I was at the race watching the competitors. I call it a race, at the challenge, And, there's corporate teams in there. There's guys in there that I think are probably in relatively the same shape, somewhere between John and I. John being on the higher end of that, I'm not going to lie. But I think it's a great idea, and it just gets people out. And if you're huffing and you have to walk part of the run, or if you have to push your bike part of the way, so what? It's a great chance to get out and enjoy. And then the whole program with Innovative, as John says, we've really been enjoying it, and it's really, I think it's teaching me a few things about how to take care of myself a little better. So.
Excellent. And the best part is Innovative Fitness is right next to Parkside Brewery, so you can actually go there and then into Parkside and have a beer.
Well, and the 4 breweries are sponsoring the event. So
are they all 4 of them? Good.
Yeah, you get a free beer at the finish line. So there's your motivation. That beer is waiting for you at the finish line. So.
Excellent. Mayor John McEwen from I can't believe I did that. I've done that so many times.
Another couple of years.
John McEwen, the mayor of Anmore, Mike Clay, the mayor of Port Moody, are joining Mayor Richard Seward from Coquitlam and Mayor Greg Moore from Port Coquitlam in the Innovative Fitness Challenge, September 11th. Did we cover all the topics, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll see you out there. Now, can we sponsor you guys if we want to? Is there some way to get your team some money, or do you just pony up out of your pocket?
We, the whole event is about fundraising, so
Yeah.
we have online donations and stuff, and people can go on to ifac.ca, and there's sponsorship opportunities there. We're going to be doing a fundraiser at Parkside Brewery on the 7th, I think, the Wednesday the 7th. And that's going to be, rather than doing a burger and a beer, we're going to do a beer and food truck. We don't know which one yet, but we're putting that together with Parkside, and they're a sponsor of the event, as all the breweries are. So we're looking forward to that, and it is a fundraiser as well as a challenge. So ifac.ca, again, to repeat it, and if people have an opportunity, it's 2 great charities that they're supporting.
Excellent. Yeah, the I Am Someone, Put an End to Bullying, and, of course, Sport for Life. Thank you so much for being here, gentlemen.
Thanks, Ron.
Hey, it's a Throwback Thursday. Sunshine on the way today. We have got some Bryan Adams Run to You for the Mariners, the 4 Horsemen. Coming up next.
Rod MacBeth and the Tri-City Morning Show.